channel. My first requested reaction for today is Yoshki featuring Beverly performing Red Swan classical version. And on the YouTube channel it says Yoshki Classical World Tour with Orchestra, Requiem, Royal Albert Hall 2023. So this is another recent one, just like the last one that we did. Before we get into the video, I need to explain something to you because I've had some people complain recently that I have not reacted to their requests. And that's true. It's definitely true. But there's a reason for it. I have 3,400 plus. Matter of fact, let me just look at it and I'll tell you. You can look at this anytime you want. I put the link to this spreadsheet in every single video that I make, and it's also in my description of my channel. I have 3,404. 3,403. Okay. 3,403. That's 3,403 requests. So, when I first started doing this, I just took them in the order they came in. Then I decided that I didn't want to react to the same artist twice in one session. I do 6 requests, so I wanted to do 6 different artists. Okay? Then next I decided I didn't want to do the same requester twice in one session. And so that got me jumping down the list a little bit. Then one day I decided, if you think about it, if you just divide 6 into 3,400, well, let's do that right now, okay? I'll tell you exactly. 3,403 divided by 6. That's 567 days. Okay? That's how long it will take me to react to the requests that I already have. 567 days. Okay? So I decided, gosh, I don't want people waiting forever. So I decided, okay, I'm going to start doing random selections. How do I do that? I use AI. And I have tried numerous different iterations. I thought it would be easy to get AI to give me 6 songs from 6 different artists and 6 different requesters. Turned out it was almost impossible. AI just could not handle a task like that. So, which I can do with my brain in no time, okay? So I kept modifying my request to change it to try and make it more accurate, to make sure that he understood exactly what I was asking for. And finally, I gave up. I said, I can't get AI to do what I want. So you know what I do now? I tell AI, I want you to pick one song between 1 and 1,000. I want you to pick one line in my... No, I don't even give him... That's right. I don't even give him my spreadsheet anymore. I just tell him, I want you to pick a number randomly from 47 to 1,000, and then 2 numbers from 1,001 to 2,000, and then 2 numbers from 2001 to 3,000. That's what I do. He gives me the numbers. I go take that number off my spreadsheet, and that's what I react to. So I'm completely making it random. So your song could be, your request could be honored at any time. You just never know. Okay? I mean, you just literally never know when it's going to be reacted to. But I can only do 6 a day, and you just saw, or I told you, you didn't see that. I didn't put my calculator up on the screen, but you can do it yourself. I'll do it again. 3,403 divided by 6, which is how many I do each day. That's 567 days, and that's if I don't take any days off, And you know I take days off. I took a day off the other day because I was swamped with computer work. Okay? So, it's entirely possible that your request won't get honored for 567 days. Now you see why I am not accepting any new requests? And then I decided, okay, I'm really frustrated because I really want to honor people's requests. So I decided I would live stream on Sundays, and you could ask for it in the chat. And I think now that's probably the best I can do. If you've got an idea for me to somehow speed this up or do it differently or something that you think will work better, I'm not afraid for you to suggest it in the comments, and I'll definitely consider it. I've considered a lot of different suggestions. Some I've rejected out of hand because I didn't want to. Like one person said, well, just delete all 3,400 of them and start over. How is that fair to the 3,400 requests I already had? It's not. So I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. Okay? But, I mean, if you got an idea how I can change this to make it better, suggest it. I'm all open ears. Okay? In the meantime, I'm going to keep plugging away, doing 6 reactions every day until I get this down some. And then I'll open it back up, and you'll probably balloon it back up to the 3,000s again. But I'm doing my best, trust me. You just have to believe me. Where was I? I forgot completely. Oh, okay, we're doing Yoshiki featuring Beverly and performing Red Swan. This was requested by Manfred on September 23rd of 2024. So it's been more than a year since Manfred made his request, and I'm finally honoring it today. Now, Manfred's made a lot of requests, but still, I mean, more than a year and 2 days. But you know what? I love you guys. I so appreciate you coming here and watching my reactions and commenting the wonderful comments that you make. And it's just so much fun. I can't wait to do it every day. I get really disappointed when I can't react on one day because I'm just tied up with other things to the point where I can't. That just really disappoints me because this is fun for me. Anyway, I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that's relevant. I don't put the link to the reaction request form right now because, as I explained, I'm not accepting reactions. I've got over 3,400 already. Okay? But you can come on Sunday to my live stream. I live stream for 2 hours beginning at 4 p.m. UTC, and you can make any request you want, and I'll honor it right on the spot. Okay? So that's an option for you. So this is Yoshiki featuring Beverly and performing White Swan at the Royal Albert Hall. This is cool. Let's see, we don't have subtitles.
We are playing is also a theme song for the film actually called Attack on Titan. So there's again, Beverly, amazing singer is here. Yes, life is hard sometimes, but let's spread our bloody wings. Then let's fly high. Song called Red Swan.
Like the scarlet night, veiled in the dark, you can hide if you can lie, my dear. このまま夢を見て血だらけの翼広げて Like a fallen angel 時の風に流されて落ちてゆく Into the starry night 女神のように抱きしめて永遠を Fly to heaven See the flowers breathing in the rain. Try going to the edge of land. It's so far away to reach out to the sky. I'll seize the sunrise when the night will fly.
Wow. Okay. Just oof. Yoshiki writes beautiful music. He really does. Um, I noticed that he did not have his usual piano, that stunningly beautiful glass thing he plays on, or plastic, whatever it is. I assume it's glass. I don't know. Maybe glass would be pretty heavy. I don't know. It's just beautiful. It's a see-through. Got his name on it. It's one of one. I was a little surprised that he wasn't playing on his own piano because he normally does. But maybe there was, what do you call it? Technical difficulties, or uh, um, can't think of the word. Starts with a T. Logistical difficulties in getting it there. Anyway, the music was beautiful, as always with him. I did notice that he mentioned, or they mentioned, or I guess he mentioned, that it was the theme song for Attack on Titan. That was interesting. Beverly's voice was great. I enjoyed listening to her sing. And I noticed that she mentioned more than once in the lyrics fallen angels and heaven, which those things catch my ear because I'm in tune with that kind of stuff. And it just, one of the things about life that strikes me is how frequently the spiritual world is mentioned in song and no one seems to notice. It just goes, pew, like, okay, whatever. I mean, songs about Beelzebub and Lucifer, and then you have people saying, that stuff is baloney, it doesn't exist. Yeah, wrong. You're wrong. You'll always be wrong, and one day you will find out how wrong you were, but then it will be too late. Anyway, don't want to get off on that tangent. I just think Yoshiki is a great composer, and from the sound of his voice, I get the impression that he's fairly humble too. Clearly soft-spoken, just a really wonderful performer. That was enjoyable. Thank you for asking for that one, Manfred. I pray for you that God will watch over you and that he will bless you mightily in your life, that he will bless you more than you can possibly imagine, more than you would ever expect, and that you will be overwhelmed by the blessings and filled with thankfulness for them, and that you will give God the credit. And I pray for the same thing for every person that you love. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.